And here we go.
I learned something the other day. You want to hear about it?
Yeah.
If you'd have said no, that would have been a real bummer.
Hey, man, no. First rule of improv is to say yes.
Say yeah.
No, I'd rather hear another story.
100% consent. Improv, that is. I did not know. So I saw a rattlesnake on Friday. I did not, and the people I was with was like, "Oh, that's an old one," and
What?
I was like, "I didn't know. How can you tell?" And basically, every time a rattlesnake sheds, it sheds once a year. It gets one more little length on the rattle.
Really?
So this had 10 rattles long, and I guess 10 years is old for a rattlesnake.
It's like rings on a tree.
It's like rings on a tree. So if you see a rattlesnake with one or two little rattles, that's a dumb one who's like young and doesn't know anything.
Hasn't done anything yet.
Hasn't had any kind of a life. Didn't go to college.
It's only killed at least 3 people.
Yeah, didn't go through some shit. Like if you want to learn something, talk to an old rattlesnake, and you'll know they're old by the length of the rattle. And I know nobody's here for a fucking nature lesson.
I mean, I don't know why anyone's here.
Right. I just wanted to give you some shit that you could say to people
hey,
to
man,
sound smart.
Random facts or just any extra knowledge like that is welcome to me. I love well, it's not useless. Like, now I know that.
Yeah, now you can say that's an old rattlesnake. I don't know how that's going to help you with your day-to-day life. But,
where did you see the rattlesnake?
I was near the Deschutes River near Madras, Oregon, which is a totally different kind of ecosystem than here. Like 2 hours away, it's a desert.
So if you're going to visit there, wear tall boots.
Wear tall boots. The other thing that I saw there, I'm sorry, this has nothing to do with music or band stuff or whatever.
This is how we always get started.
But there is an underground. There's a wood mill there that's now kind of defunct.
A what?
A wood mill, like
wood mill. Yeah.
What did you think I said?
I thought you said like
a windmill.
Wood knoll.
Yeah, the old wood knoll.
It's like it's kind of like a gnome, but
yeah, a knoll.
it's just not alive.
Anyway, it's a wood mill. And apparently at this particular mill, they had a pit where they put all of the sawdust, but the sawdust was covered in this carcinogenic material, and they just been filling this giant hole with sawdust, and then at one point they just covered it with dirt. Well, the sawdust 15 years ago lit on fire because of the sun. It like combusted.
Okay.
And has been burning underground for 15 years.
Oh God! Right where all the
right
cancer
where
stuff
all the
is.
Cancer stuff is, and they call it the cancer fire. We drove by it and saw the smoke billowing out of the ground, and I was like, God, human beings are amazing.
I know, isn't humanity just really the things we've accomplished?
What we can do.
Yeah.
We didn't even try to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, we just did it.
Yeah, I'm impressed. I'm impressed with how cool we are.
Yeah, I mean, if Shania Twain was here, she would say, actually, that does impress me much.
Okay.
Pause.
And it's impressa me much.
What's Jar Jar?
Misa impressa me much. That do appreciate. That do impress me a much.
So you think of your Brad Pitt? I feel like every time I do Jar Jar, it's like somewhat racist.
It's dangerously close to some ethnic group, but it's ambiguous enough that no one's really going to take offense.
It's just racist.
Unless you mean it to be racist.
No, I do not. I just am doing a Jar Jar out in the world, trying to be a good guy over here.
I'm so glad we're back.
We're back. Here we are.
I mean, kind of.
Yeah.
Welcome to Tour Punisher Update.
Yeah.
Do you remember Secrets on Conan?
Yeah. I love Conan Secrets.
Yeah. So do you have a secret?
I just told you my rattlesnake secret and my wooden bird.
That was a secret. That was like free secret.
Free knowledge. I'm trying to.
Yeah.
I'm so bad on the spot.
Tell me all your secrets.
Well, I recently did an interview, and like last week, I did an interview with somebody, and he goes, "Okay, the interview's almost done, but I like to ask this at the end of the interview, just as a thing I like to do. I want you to do a 2-minute TED Talk now. Go. On any subject
like,
of choice.
Prepared, nothing.
I was like, ah!
Yeah.
I just made noises at him for a while.
Yeah, that's tough. I mean, that's just like asking you to like fucking improv a TED Talk on the spot. Like, that's brutal.
Yeah.
I mean, this podcast is cool because we don't ask any questions. We just say shit like, hey, man, I just pooped at a movie theater and it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Do you like that?
Do you like that? Do I like the fact that you pooped at a movie theater, or do I like pooping at a movie theater?
Or do you like the fact that I told you that I like pooping at a movie theater?
Yeah, I like that. I think that means we're close.
Yeah,
I wouldn't tell a stranger that.
Oh, I probably shouldn't have.
But now you did.
Been doing that a lot.
You just told 42 strangers that.
I mean, I sort of made it my whole online personality, so maybe I should.
Guy who shits at movie theater guy.
And likes it.
Tells
and
you
loves
about it. Guy who likes to spread the news about his movie theater defecation guy.
Yeah. That's like it's a bumper sticker, like instead of honor roll student.
Proud parent of guy who shits
and enjoys doing it. Guy.
I think there's a gold mine for a proud parent of, and then fill in the blank. That would be incredible.
Oh, that's my third side hustle.
Yeah.
That could be it.
We should pivot this whole band into that.
Oh my God, I do have a lot of hilarious things to say that most people want to hear.
Well, don't say them all now. People got to pay.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of payment.
Yeah.
Tour Punisher is, well, I don't know. I don't know if it's back. This is sort of an update to say I don't want it to go away, and I want to keep doing it. But you know, it's hard to tell bands to come over to my house and, you know, do stuff for free.
Yeah. I feel like when we were 26, that was like a thing that was easy to do.
Yeah.
But now it's become like, hey man, I got to work, or I have kids, or I feel like because now not to whatever bum everybody out, but Portland's expensive now, and so people are getting old quicker because they're having to be more responsible.
Oh, like society got me down. It's like grinding down people. They're getting old.
Yeah, because they're getting old because they have to now work. Stupid.
There is like a internet meme where like Gen Z apparently look older at their younger age than we did.
That's what I'm saying.
Like that's a thing because everyone's having to do these types of grinds to survive.
I moved here.
My beard went white in like 1 week.
Yeah.
When it just went all the time.
Well, I mean, I feel like you're not really appreciating like your Santa genetics that are in there. That's what happens when you're a Santa.
Oh.
You go immediately white. You just go white.
Oh, like the Santa Claus with Tim Allen?
Yeah, I'm not talking about any other Santa. I'm talking about like Santa jeans. I don't know.
I'm Santa jeans. I just want to know what that looks like.
What his jeans look like?
Santa's jeans. Does he wear jeans?
Yeah.
If he did, it would be funny.
If he did, he does wear jeans, and they're big suspenders. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's jeans with suspenders guy.
Yeah, because his body doesn't hold up pants on the
No, his body's more pear-shaped at best on a good day.
Those pants want to come off.
No, God. Santa is down. DTF.
Those pants are not a prison.
But they are a party.
Anyway, so let me welcome you to the Builders and the Butchers Patreon, which actually, here's a question. Do you think there are people who listen to this podcast that don't like the band or have ever listened to the band?
Hate listen?
Not hate, but just they're like, oh, I'm not into that kind of folksy Americana goth music.
I don't know if we're quite big enough to hate. I think the first thing that shot into my mind was like, it'd be like me listening to Rush Limbaugh or something.
Like something you're like, ugh.
Well, this is the fucking worst, but I'm gonna listen to it because I hate it so much.
But if Rush Limbaugh had another podcast that you do like,
ooh,
you know what I mean? So it's
that'd be weird.
I'm trying to say because I want to plug our band's Patreon on the podcast, but I wonder if there are people who like Tour Punisher that hate Builders and Butchers.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
You know,
I bet there's like
or if everybody that listens to this knows our band and likes us and this is why they listen, I don't know.
I bet there's like 6 people that's the case.
Okay. Well, to
like
those 6 people, I promise if you do sign up for the Builders and Butchers Patreon, I will include Tour Punisher things on the Patreon. I thought about this because I make all the little interstitial music and I make those funny joke commercials and stuff. Maybe I could start including some of those things over on Patreon for people who like the podcast and don't like the band, or who like the band and the podcast.
Sure.
Because why not give them more stuff?
Yeah.
It's only $2 a month. I
Yeah.
almost said a week.
And
$2 a week. I'll do whatever you want.
It's $20,000 a day for the gold membership, and I know you got it in you.
I'm so scared to offer up more stuff because, like, right now you can sign up for $2 or $5, and the $5 is more like that's just if you are feeling generous, whatever. But some people have like higher tiers where people can spend a lot of money to get like really crazy stuff, and I'm kind of afraid to offer something I don't know that I can, handle.
Yeah.
Or like, I don't know. So right now it's just $2 and $5. That's like nothing. $2 a month is nothing.
It is. And I also like the idea of higher tiers, like crying about something that really fucking matters.
Oh, like tears of sadness.
Yeah, tears of sadness, but like really
like higher
tears that matter.
Like genocide tears.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Well,
I was thinking of like dog died tears, but
oh well, those are pretty high.
yeah. I don't know.
Not as high as mass murder.
That's true. You got a good point.
Look, you got to laugh in these dark times. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you got it.
I'm sorry.
There's only so we are, and I don't know if this will go out before we do this, but we are going to Alaska in a couple weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So I was with somebody on Friday, and we were talking about people from Alaska, and he said, "Yeah, people from Alaska are like, kind of like unpolished." And I said, "Thank you," and then I said, "It's like a whole state that was born in a barn."
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
where like everybody was born, and where people, hey, what were you born in a barn? And the whole state goes like, yep.
I leave the doors open.
Because, like, who gives a shit?
Everything's shitty. Why would I bother?
Well, I leave the doors open so that I could look at all my big blue tarps in the yard covering all my cars.
Yeah. Hashtag Alaska. Yeah. No. I like unfinished. It reminds me of how like America as a whole kind of like we borrow things like ideas from other countries, but then we only execute it like 10%. Like Alaska's the next level of that, where it's like they get all the information about how to do something, but then they just do it wrong.
Yeah.
They do about 10% of what you're supposed to do with the thing that you learned, and then they're like, whatever, we'll just
fuck it.
hack the rest of it together with some fucking...
It's cold out. I don't feel like it.
Yeah.
Or, if you're a musician or an artist of some kind and you are like fully obsolete and you're doing like the casino circuit in the lower 48.
Oh, that's the end.
You're doing the cool bars in Alaska. Because you're not
see.
obsolete up there. They're just getting wind of you.
Because Alaska's behind in times.
Culture is, it's a delay. It's a cultural delay. Like, I think the band Hoobastank just broke in Alaska.
Yeah. So Hoobastank is just past their prime in Alaska.
Yeah. People are like, you know what?
I now have an opinion about this.
I could do without. I'm just trying to think of a Hoobastank song, but then I'm proud of myself for not knowing a title of their song. I think that's something I'm taking pride, like taking shitty snobby pride in, not knowing what a Hoobastank song is.
Same. I don't know anything about the band other than the name. I just know
it's a great name because it's one of those names you're like, awesome, no thank you. Like, you don't even have to because you know the deal, and you're like, no.
Yeah.
You don't get fooled.
That's good. Yeah, they're not trying to trick you into being like, hey, come with me, and then be like, nah, I got you.
Yeah, they're not like 7 Marry 3 where you're like, that could be, oh shit, it's shitty. And you made me listen to it for a second. Damn it.
Oh shit, it's shitty. What are you going to do with that time that you lost?
We're gonna get beat up this next tour we do by Hoobastank.
Oh my
and
god! Yeah, why are we talking
793.
shit about like I don't have a dog in that race. Like I don't
No.
care.
Well, that's why I'm talking shit. It's because I don't care.
Yeah, you're so boring and forgettable that
Yeah,
we don't
yeah,
even have an opinion on your band.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Who else should we shit on real quick?
How about somebody more contemporary that we might tour with? Like,
No.
let's really
What's his name?
let's really badmouth some.
Oh, The Weeknd? Oh, yeah. Cool.
Yeah, you named your
You didn't-
you named yourself after a period of time.
But not just a period of time. The most common.
Yeah, you basically just made sentences more confusing
Yeah.
anytime you're involved.
Let's think of a better band name than The Weeknd, but it's like the same thing right now.
The weekday.
I was going to say that!
I'm
Damn
sorry. Did I take your?
My joke. This whole thing was a setup for that joke,
Oh.
and you stole it.
I can cut. What, Ryan?
No, the band's called Case of the Mondays.
Hey, hey, everybody! We're called Leap Year. I don't know.
Leap Year's an okay band name.
How about Hump Year?
How about Hump Day? Or
Leap Day.
Leap. That's so much funnier to me than it should have been.
Leap Day is actually an amazing name for something. Band name, I don't know. So anyway, this is a short one since we don't have any guests. But hey, guess what?
Or things to say that are
Or
funny.
yeah, I mean, we have plenty of things to say that are funny.
But we don't want to say them all now.
Yeah, like you gotta. We're gonna put all the real good stuff behind the paywall.
Yeah, the $20,000 a day paywall.
It's gonna cost you $2 a month, my friend, to hear the gold
Woo!
that we are doing.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I don't know. I figured I'd plug the thing on here because I do want to keep more tour punishing people, and it's just a matter of getting bands here and doing the work. I mean, not to be too serious, but it takes me like 6 hours to edit one of these things when we record for like 2 hours and I cut it down to an hour. Like, basically, the new system is we have to beg our friends from, like, we are our own NPR.
That's right. That's right. I think
But without any type of government funding.
I think that you channel some Ira Glass energy in a good way.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Do you know where I can get a beeped version of This American Life?
I got your beep right here, Ira.
I cannot do his voice. Can you do his voice?
No, you did. That's not bad. That's not bad. I don't mind. Just sounds like a Poindexter.
He always talks and he has stops, and then he goes, and he stops like this again. No, I'm not very good.
I feel like he has a speech impediment, a slight one, but it works for what he's doing. Same thing with Terry Gross.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she is a stammer, but she's like the world's best interviewer.
You know, it's like a great singer.
That's true.
I gesture to you. You have to have a weird, fucked up, but cool, interesting voice. So I think if you're on NPR, you gotta have some kind of strange way of talking.
Yeah, and have a name that sounds like it could be a character on like Star Wars, like Jad Appenrod or something.
Yeah, it's always You gotta have a weird name too.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the other day I was watching my roommate. I wasn't watching my roommate. Okay,
Ray watches his roommate.
I walked into the
for
room.
$2 a month,
and
you can too.
We'll send you a live feed to his bedroom.
Oh, and I do mean feed.
When I walked into the room, I began observing him while speaking.
What fucking century are you from, man?
and therefore,
Like,
okay. So anyway, fucking, we were talking about Ira Glass. So he was watching Celebrity Jeopardy, and then I kind of was watching the TV, and I was like, "Oh, is that Ira Glass?" He's like, "No, it's the other one." And I was like, "Mo Rocca," and it was Mo Rocca.
whoa!
And I was
well
like,
done.
"Yeah, Ira Glass and it's
Yeah.
like they're the same."
Yeah, Mo Rocca is also a name that sounds fake.
Yeah,
Like, that's just sounds like a type of chocolate.
an almond Mo Rocca.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yes.
Almond rock. Never mind. No.
Go ahead.
No, I'm good.
Almond rock.
Yeah.
I didn't need to do that.
Yeah.
All this and more can be yours.
Yep.
For $2 per month.
That's true.
And well, I'm gonna keep doing this regardless. But hopefully this will make you want to listen in. Maybe next month we'll do one.
That'd be great.
That would be great.
Yeah. If you're in a band and you've heard this and you have stories to tell, maybe you should get in touch with us.
Yeah. Also, if you don't have stories to tell, this whole thing is just sometimes you get punished, not on tour.
Oh, yeah. Job punisher.
Yeah, we could just branch out to any genre. I mean, I still want to talk to musicians, but we could talk about what they did at the bank that got them punished.
Doom scroll punisher.
Doom scroll punisher.
Yeah. Or
the endless feed punisher.
Yep.
Well, I think this is about more than what I wanted to do.
Do you want me to go?
I think you should leave.
Okay. Well, it's been really great. I'll text you in like a couple weeks and make sure everything's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's been a few weeks since we've done this, so have a good weeks.
Have a good weeks.
Have a good weeks.
Have a good weeks.
Have a good weeks.